Something that I didn't anticipate that has been probably the biggest impact that we've had is for students that have special educational needs. So the accessibility around changing the overlays on the iPad, the colour of the screen, for example, for any student that's visually impaired, to make the font size bigger, zoom in on text or images has been great for all students, but especially for SEND students.
It has raised the experiences for disadvantaged pupils. That cultural capital barrier is minimising. We've got some children who have got special educational needs who were working on their phonetical knowledge. They were using accessibility to have a text read to them. So during that time they could focus on comprehension at age-related expectations. And now what we're finding is children are more motivated to read, and we saw a significant improvement in reading ages. So for one pupil over a 3-month period, their reading age went up by 3.2 years. The accessibility within the iPad features are just out of this world, and I think they're the untapped potential, and I would say for our SEND pupils it's had the biggest impact out of anybody.
We want every child to be viewed as an absolute individual. We don't have an approach to say if you have autism as a primary need you will therefore have this device. It doesn't work like that in Shore Education Trust, so we would want the head teachers and the senior staff to understand the needs of that young person, and then that would drive sensible decisions about the types of technology that that young person would have access to.
They don't feel different in the class because they've been given a coloured overlay or a different sheet of paper, because it's on their device, which I think is what education's about. It's not just about learning things, it's about learning how you need to learn, isn't it?
My remit is around children with special educational needs, so I'd really like us to think about in the future how school days might look differently, or school weeks, or how the year of learning might look differently for those young people. Some of them don't fit into that traditional model of schooling anyway, so we should be brave through the use of technology and our success to date to be able to push back on what people might view as traditional models, so we can choose to make this even better than it is.